The biggest goodbye is coming on August 21st, and this person is about to walk away from your life. My child, if you believe in angels, listen closely and do not ignore this message. This is not random and not an accident, this is directly for you. Heaven has seen what is happening and Archangel Michael has been sent to warn you. He says this message is for you and you must not push it aside. You can try to run from it or delay it, but you cannot silence what heaven has already spoken. On August 21st, a chapter closes and someone you trusted, loved, and held in your heart will walk out. They are not leaving by mistake or by chance, but because truth has been revealed in the unseen world and God no longer wants you blind to what has been hidden. Deep down you already sensed it. You noticed the change in their tone, the shift in their promises, the distance in their presence, and the weight in the atmosphere. You thought it was just in your head, but the Spirit has been whispering to prepare. The time has come and heaven's calendar is marked. Archangel Michael says the goodbye is final. This person is leaving, not for reasons you assume, but because their heart has been divided and their loyalty has not been true. God says this is not to destroy you but to protect you. You were never meant to be tied to someone whose love was split, whose soul carried secrets, whose actions did not match their words. They smiled in your face while hiding another bond behind your back. For weeks, even months, they have been holding this, waiting for the moment to walk away. But the Lord saw it all. The late-night talks, the hidden plans, the hesitation they carried inside. You did not see it because your heart was pure and your love was real. You gave full trust, but they gave half-truths. That is why heaven now says enough. Archangel Michael is standing by your side with his sword raised, ordering you to pay attention. Do not dismiss this as imagination. The angels are warning you because the goodbye is near and the moment is set. Though it may hurt, God says this is not meant to break you but to free you. You were holding on to someone who could never carry you into the future He has designed. Their shadow, their secrets, their divided heart cannot enter the destiny waiting for you. What feels like loss is actually your rescue. What feels like abandonment is actually divine alignment. God will not let you walk into your purpose while carrying betrayal in your heart. He will not allow you to waste years on someone who already belongs somewhere else. That is why He reveals it now. So when the goodbye comes, you will not collapse in confusion but remember these words. You will know it was not your fault, not your weakness, not your lack of worth. It was their choice, their hidden truth, their divided heart. God loves you too much to let you stay blind. This goodbye is not temporary, it is final. It is not one where they come back and forth, haunting your soul, but one that ends a cycle, breaks a chain, and severs a tie that was never healthy. Heaven is intervening. The angels are standing guard. On August 21st, the mask will fall, the truth will be revealed, and though it may sting, it will also free you. Once you see the truth, you cannot unsee it. Once the mask drops, it cannot be put back on. God says He is exposing this not to hurt you but because He will not let you give yourself to someone who was never fully yours. They gave you part of their heart but the other part belonged to another. They gave you affection but also whispered to someone else. They held your hand in public but carried another in their thoughts. You thought you were building a future, but they were planning an exit. God says enough. The biggest goodbye is coming. Archangel Michael says prepare yourself, do not fear, do not panic, do not beg them to stay. Let them go. Do not chase, do not plead. What they walk away from, God will replace. What they throw aside, God will honor. What they fail to value, someone else will treasure. Trust that this ending is actually a beginning. God never takes without giving. He never closes a door without opening another. He never removes without restoring. You may wonder why August 21st, but heaven has set this date and the season has run its course. Their silence, their distance, their energy has already shown the truth. Now heaven confirms it. God says do not be afraid of being alone. You will not be abandoned. When they walk out, He will step in. When they leave, He will send someone better in due time, someone loyal, faithful, open, and true. Do not cry over those who could not stay. Be thankful heaven protected you from betrayal. Archangel Michael says you may not understand it now but you will look back and thank God for the freedom. Their presence has drained you more than supported you. Their shadow has been heavier than their help. That is why you felt confused, that is why your peace was missing, because they carried deception in their spirit and it leaked into yours. The goodbye will cut that tie and bring back your peace. God says another person was involved, a woman who played a role in this, and she will be exposed. You will see the truth clearly and you will not have to chase answers. The exposure will be undeniable. But remember, what God allows is always for your good. Even when your heart breaks, He is close to the broken-hearted and binds up wounds. This goodbye is not the end of your story but the end of a chapter. The next chapter is greater. The tears you cry will water the seeds of your future. The loneliness will prepare you for real love, true love, divine love. August 21st is marked. Do not fear it. Walk into it with courage. For though they leave, God enters. Though they reject you, He chooses you. His love is eternal, His favor everlasting. This goodbye will lead to your greatest hello. Archangel Michael says do not ignore this message. It is urgent. The heavens have already written the date. The goodbye is not random. It is not a mistake. It is a divine warning. For too long you carried half-truths and silence that cut your soul. Now God says no more hiding. The pages of your life are turning, the clock is ticking, and you must be ready. This person you love is at the edge of a choice, and their decision will bring your biggest heartbreak. On August 21st, a doorway will close and destiny will move. They are leaving not just lightly but because of something pulling them from the shadows. Words have been whispered into their ears. Lies have been sown in their heart. Someone has been manipulating them into believing leaving you is freedom. Heaven has seen the secret conversations and promises made in the dark. You did not see it, but heaven did. And now the date is near. The biggest goodbye is coming. That is why heaven warns you now. Michael says, do not be fooled by smiles that hide sorrow, by silence that covers a storm. A spiritual war is raging over this person and over you. Armies of light and darkness are clashing. The battle is at its peak. You are not weak, you are not powerless, you are not forgotten. But you must be awake. No more illusions, no more excuses. The truth is here. The goodbye is not to destroy you but to show you the reality so you stop tying your worth to someone who cannot define it. They already chose another in their heart, and soon the result will appear in your life. On August 21st, you will see it clearly. But you will not collapse, because heaven is strengthening you now. The fire rising in you is not fear, it is preparation. Even in loss you will rise. Even in heartbreak you will find victory. This is not your ending but your release. God says they were in your life for a season, not for eternity. You tried to make temporary into permanent, but He will not let counterfeit stay forever. That is why the goodbye is coming, not to harm you but to free you. He has prepared someone who will never leave, a purpose that cannot be abandoned, and a love that cannot be shaken. This goodbye is holy. It is the doorway to your answered prayers. You asked for clarity, for peace, for true love, and sometimes the answer is someone leaving. Archangel Michael says, do not dismiss this message. He speaks only by heaven's command. He says, wake up, be ready, be strong. The goodbye will hurt, but it will not destroy you. When they walk away, God will draw near. When their voice goes silent, His will be louder. When their presence is gone, His presence will surround you. August 21st is not your destruction but your turning point, the day masks fall, the day truth is revealed, the day freedom begins. God says, do not cling to what He is removing. Let go. Trust Him. This is not punishment but protection. The angels are guarding you. Archangel Michael is standing at your side. The goodbye is not the end, it is the beginning. It is not destruction, it is deliverance. It is not loss, it is your rising. And now, my child, listen carefully because heaven is still speaking and the angels have not yet finished their warning. The goodbye on August 21st is not the end of your journey but the opening of your true path. God says you will feel the shaking, you will see the leaving, you will notice the silence, but in the silence you will also hear His voice louder than ever before. He is not punishing you, He is positioning you. Archangel Michael stands with his sword drawn not just to cut ties but to protect your heart from what was meant to destroy you. The enemy thought this betrayal would break you, but heaven has already turned it around for your growth. You will rise stronger, wiser, and more aware of the truth. Every tear you cry will become a seed of healing. Every sigh of sorrow will turn into a breath of new strength. God says, do not cling to the ashes of what is burning, for He has something far greater rising out of the fire. The goodbye is only painful because you gave your heart fully, but giving your heart fully is not a weakness, it is proof that you can love deeply, and that love is what heaven will honor. Do not think you have wasted your time, because no season is wasted when it teaches you who is real and who is false. The person leaving is showing you that they were never the foundation you thought they were. A foundation cannot be shaken this easily, a foundation cannot be divided in loyalty, a foundation cannot promise one thing and secretly plan another. That is why God is removing them. You cannot build your destiny on broken ground. You cannot place your future on someone whose heart is unstable. So even though it hurts, rejoice that God has stopped you before you built your life on sand. Archangel Michael says you will soon look back and see that what felt like rejection was actually redirection, that what felt like loss was actually protection, and that what felt like the end was the real beginning of freedom. Heaven says stop asking why they did this, stop trying to understand their reasons, because their reasons were not pure. Their heart was pulled away by whispers of temptation, by the influence of another, by weakness they refused to fight. But your battle is not to chase them, your battle is to guard your heart and prepare for the blessing ahead. The goodbye is a door closing so another can open. God will send someone who does not hide, someone who does not divide, someone who will hold your heart with the same purity you gave. This new love will not come in disguise, it will come with truth, with clarity, with loyalty. You will know it is from God because it will bring peace, not confusion, joy, not sorrow, safety, not fear. The one leaving could not give you that, because their soul was unsettled. They smiled, but their spirit was restless. They promised, but their heart was drifting. They showed up, but their loyalty was thin. Heaven says no more cycles, no more games, no more empty promises. The goodbye is the final break so you can finally breathe again. And though the enemy thought you would crumble, God says you will stand tall, you will shine brighter, and you will walk into your next season stronger than before. Archangel Michael reminds you that heaven does not make mistakes. If this person was meant to stay, nothing could move them. If they are leaving, it is because they were never truly meant to stay. God allows departures to protect your destiny. You may not see it now, but in time you will understand it was mercy. The one you thought you could not live without was actually holding back your future. The one you thought would be your forever was only meant for a season. God says He is removing them not because you are unworthy but because you are too precious to be tied to betrayal. He will not let your soul be trapped in chains of lies. The goodbye is your release. You are stepping into a season where truth will surround you and peace will cover you. The lies will end, the confusion will break, and clarity will flood your spirit. The very thing you begged them to give, honesty, loyalty, and transparency, will soon be given by someone heaven has chosen for you. Trust the process, because heaven is already writing your next chapter. The pain you feel now is just the labor of birth. Something new is being born, and just like labor pains, it hurts before the new life arrives. But when it comes, you will rejoice. On August 21st, when the goodbye happens, do not be surprised, do not panic, do not question your value. Stand firm, knowing that heaven already prepared you. Every sign you saw, every shift you felt, every warning in your heart was preparation. Now the date has come and the page will turn. And after the page turns, the new story begins. God says He will comfort you in the midnight hours, He will dry your tears when you feel empty, He will strengthen your spirit when you feel weak. He will remind you daily that His love is unshakable, that His presence will never walk away, and that His plans for you are good. The goodbye will not leave you broken, it will leave you open, ready for the blessings that could not come while this false tie held you down. Archangel Michael says, hold on, stand tall, and let heaven do the work. Do not chase, do not beg, do not hold tighter to someone God is releasing. Your hands must be free to receive the new. Heaven's message is clear, let them go. Release them with peace. Trust that this is not the end, but the turning point where sorrow turns to joy, darkness turns to light, and endings turn into beginnings. And now heaven continues to speak because your spirit must be fully prepared for the next season. Do not fear the changes that are coming because everything is working for your good. What you thought was breaking you is really shaping you. What you thought was rejection is really protection. And what you thought was an ending is really a beginning. God says you will soon look back on this goodbye and see it as the best thing that ever happened for your soul. You will see that the storm was not meant to destroy you but to wash away what was fake so the real could remain. The people who were pretending could not stand the fire, but those who are true will stay. God is not allowing anyone weak or double-minded to stand next to you in this new chapter. Only those who are pure, faithful, and genuine will walk with you. Every hidden plan against you is being exposed. Every false smile, every fake promise, every secret betrayal is being revealed because heaven will not let you walk blind any longer. You have prayed for truth, and now truth is coming. You have prayed for peace, and now peace is being delivered. You have prayed for clarity, and now clarity is surrounding you. On August 21st, the goodbye marks the final tearing away of what was never meant for you. You will not have to carry dead weight anymore. You will not have to wonder if they love you or lie to you. You will not have to fight for attention or beg for honesty. That cycle is broken forever. God says, lift up your head, because your future is not tied to someone who could not stay. Your destiny is tied to Him alone, and He will never leave you. He is writing your story in a way that no human hand can destroy. The one who left may think they walked away by choice, but heaven says it was a decision guided by divine hands, because their heart was never strong enough to hold you. Their loyalty was too weak, their faith was too shallow, and their character was too unstable. But your future requires strength, faith, and stability, so God removed them. Do not chase shadows when the sun is rising. Do not hold on to ashes when the fire has burned out. Do not keep replaying memories that are already past. Heaven says the chapter is closed. The goodbye is written. The release has happened. Now your hands are free to receive what is truly yours. And what is coming is greater than what is gone. Your new season will not be filled with lies but with truth, not with betrayal but with loyalty, not with fear but with safety, not with confusion but with clarity. God has already chosen someone who will love you without condition, stand with you without question, and walk with you without turning away. And when they arrive, you will see why the goodbye was necessary. Heaven says, be patient and do not rush. Healing must come first, restoration must come first, strength must come first. Then the blessing will be revealed. Do not look for it, do not force it, do not chase it. Simply walk with God and let Him lead. He knows the exact time and the exact way. While you wait, He will cover you with peace. While you heal, He will give you joy. While you rest, He will fight for you. Archangel Michael stands with his sword to guard your path, to cut away every chain, and to shield you from every attack. The enemy will try to whisper lies, but you must not believe them. The enemy will try to remind you of pain, but you must not dwell on it. The enemy will try to make you question your worth, but you must remember you are chosen, you are loved, and you are protected. You are not alone, you are not abandoned, you are not forgotten. Heaven is closer than ever before. Angels surround you day and night. The Holy Spirit is guiding every step. God Himself is holding your hand. Nothing can stop the blessing He has prepared. Nothing can block the door He has opened. Nothing can steal the joy He has promised. You will rise again. You will love again. You will smile again. You will live in peace again. And this time it will last, because it is built on truth, not on lies. It is built on faith, not on fear. It is built on God, not on man. Heaven says the goodbye of August 21st is not your ending but your rebirth. Take courage, take strength, and take hope because your best days are not behind you. They are ahead of you. Walk boldly into this new season, because heaven is leading the way. Stand tall and do not look back, because nothing behind you is greater than what is ahead. The tears you shed are watering the ground for your harvest. The pain you feel is the seed of your breakthrough. The silence you endure is the space for God to speak louder. Soon you will see it. Soon you will understand it. Soon you will thank Him for it. Heaven closes this message with a seal of peace. Do not fear, do not doubt, and do not be troubled. Rest in God, for He is faithful. Rest in His promise, for it cannot fail. Rest in His love, for it never ends. The goodbye has already been written, the release has already been given, and the blessing has already been prepared. Heaven says, be still, trust, and watch, because the best chapter of your life is about to begin. This is the final word, and it is sealed with divine authority. And heaven continues to speak because your heart still needs reassurance, your soul still needs comfort, and your mind still needs clarity. Do not be afraid of what you see, do not be shaken by what you feel, because much of what looks like loss is actually preparation for gain. God is saying that the doors which closed in your face were not slammed shut to harm you but to redirect you. He saw what you did not see, He heard what you did not hear, and He knew what you could not know. That is why He removed certain people, certain plans, and certain opportunities, because none of them could carry the weight of your destiny. They may have looked good to the eye, but they were weak in foundation. They may have sounded promising, but they were empty in truth. They may have felt like the answer, but they were distractions in disguise. So God in His mercy shut them down before they could destroy you. Heaven says, stop crying over closed doors and start preparing for open ones. Stop replaying the past and start receiving the future. The goodbye was painful, but it was also necessary. The separation was sudden, but it was also sacred. August 21st is not a date of loss but a date of release. It is not the day something ended but the day something higher began. Heaven says that the path ahead will be lighter because the baggage is gone. The journey will be faster because the weight is lifted. The blessing will be sweeter because the bitterness has been removed. Trust that God knows what He is doing even when it feels unfair. Trust that His plan is perfect even when it feels confusing. Trust that His timing is exact even when it feels late. Heaven is aligning everything around you, people, places, and purposes. What looked like chaos is being arranged into order. What looked like delay is being transformed into preparation. What looked like silence is becoming a stage for God's voice. Angels are moving in places you cannot see, preparing people you have not met, and opening doors you cannot yet imagine. Archangel Michael has already drawn his sword to guard your promise, and no enemy can cross the line heaven has drawn around you. Every curse is broken, every lie is silenced, every chain is cut. You are stepping into freedom that cannot be stolen. You are walking into favor that cannot be reversed. You are entering a blessing that cannot be blocked. Heaven says rejoice even before you see it, because the miracle is already in motion. Lift your eyes from the pain of goodbye and set them on the joy of hello, because new beginnings are coming quickly. The person who is meant for you will not betray you, will not lie to you, will not use you. They will honor you, protect you, and walk with you. This love will not come from desperation but from destiny. It will not be forced by flesh but chosen by heaven. And when it arrives, you will know it is true, because it will bring peace, not confusion, joy, not sorrow, healing, not wounds. Do not rush. Let God finish what He is doing in your life. Healing takes time, strength takes time, restoration takes time. But as you wait, heaven surrounds you with comfort, fills you with peace, and renews your strength day by day. Angels walk with you in your quiet moments, whispering courage into your spirit. The Holy Spirit is stirring in your heart, giving you wisdom beyond your years. And God Himself is watching over you like a father who never sleeps, who never turns away, who never forgets His child. Heaven says you are not abandoned, not forsaken, not alone. You are chosen, protected, and carried. Every step you take is being guided. Every tear you cry is being counted. Every prayer you whisper is being answered. And soon you will see proof that God has never left you. August 21st is the line where the past stays behind and the future begins. Step forward with faith. Do not turn around, do not look back, do not second guess. Your story is moving toward victory, your life is moving toward glory, your soul is moving toward peace. Heaven says the final chapter of sorrow has been written, and the first chapter of joy has begun. You will testify, you will rejoice, you will stand strong and say, "The Lord has done it." And no one will be able to deny it, because the blessing will be too big to hide. The same people who doubted you will see you rise. The same voices that mocked you will see you shine. The same enemies that tried to trap you will watch you walk free. For the Lord has spoken it, and it cannot be undone. Heaven closes this message with a seal of fire and light. Do not fear, for God is with you. Do not doubt, for His word is sure. Do not worry, for your future is safe in His hands. The goodbye is sealed, the release is finished, and the blessing is prepared. Heaven says rest now, breathe now, and trust now, because the new season is here. This is the final word, spoken in love, covered in power, and sealed forever.